Welcome back to Humboldt State tonight. Steve Kinder, Coach K joins me now, and let's settle real quick. You beat me up a little bit at the commercial break. She's not pleasant looking. Marissa's a very beautiful girl, okay? Fair enough?
Beautiful or gorgeous is the words I would use.
My girlfriend watches the show, so I was just scared to throw that out there. But yeah, she's easy on the eyes. Another reason to watch softball.
Not your prototypical catcher.
Not
right?
what you think of. Is that safe to say?
I'd say that's safe there, JB.
We better get off the softball subject and talk some HSU basketball. Coach, you're looking tan there. You were at Hawaii. Before we talk about the Hawaii trip, just congratulations to you and Tom Wood on just another unbelievable season. Expectations were as low as they've been since probably 2000 for this team. But the difference was back then, there had never been expectations. This year you had a new gym. People were probably going to give you a year free pass. And then next thing you know, you guys are competing for the league title, and that's all out the door. A real testament to you and Coach Wood.
Yeah, it turned out to be a real successful season, as you said. We're excited about it. We're excited about the upcoming years that we've are facing the next couple of years. So we're excited about what's happened. 2000 was really the start of a very good run. In 2004, we got an influx of new freshmen, and then again this year. So it's kind of, we have a 4-year cycle going on, and this particular freshman year was as successful as that Fred Hook's Austin.
Right, they're ahead of the Devin Peele, Grayson Moyer guys. Those guys, their freshman year didn't get to the tournament. So if you want to look at it from that perspective, they're ahead of the curve.
They are. You know, we had 20 wins. We made the NCAA regionals, and we've got 12 players that have got a great amount of experience going into the NCAA tournament, and they're all coming back. So we're excited about that.
All right, talk about your trip to Hawaii. I mean, I'm seeing pictures of Coach Wood doing the luau and Ernie Spada dancing with the hula queens or whatever they call them. I don't know. But it was a business trip. Did you guys, I mean, we know the results. You came up short to the #1 team, a very good team, a team that started sneaking into the regionals when they were young, very similar to what you guys did this year. But come on, what was the trip like over to Hawaii? Did you get any chance to enjoy yourself?
We did. We did.
Okay.
We snuck out there on the beach a little bit, and we saw some turtles at Turtle Bay. We got some good sunshine over there. It did rain a lot, and it was windy, but I know. It was nothing like Seattle, I'm sure.
Seattle's beautiful.
But, it was a great time. After our game, we had a day on the beach in Waikiki and turned the guys loose, and I had a good time personally. Jamison Figgett and Owen Newman and I, and we're out there in the surf.
There's a crew for you.
We're out in the surf, body surfing a little bit.
Really?
The University of Wisconsin softball team happened to be there.
It just happened to be there.
And so we're all body surfing, boogie boarding. We had a great time.
And does their softball team look like Marissa as well?
I'd say there's a few qualifiers.
Man, I guess Owen would probably be a longboard or something.
He was.
I mean, he's not one of those, I mean, he's a big kid. I'm scared when he came out, people might want to push him in. Don't tell him I said that.
He actually took out a couple of bystanders on the beach when he got whaled up.
So it's just like a basketball game.
Yeah, very similar.
Probably the most important thing about that game, the trip, was the experience. Now, Kyle Baxter and David Broom and Will Petty, and let's go on and on with the freshmen. Next year, when you're a tournament team, that freshness won't be there. They will know what to expect, and it'll be go time.
Yeah, it was more of a honeymoon experience for us this year. We knew that going in, Coach and I. But we know that we're going to reap the benefits from that experience. We lose about 9 points a game at that post position. I just looked at it, and which isn't very much. It's not very significant. And when we replace that with who we think is a significant player that we're redshirting now, we're just going to get better along with that experience. So we're very excited about next year.
All right, off-season. That means recruiting. You mentioned a kid you've got redshirted. You expect to fill some big shoes at the post. Brian Morris, is it? What other things are you going to go out and recruiting to complement, Zach Tiedemann, freshman of the year, Kyle Baxter? I mean, you've got a lot of good cogs in that wheel. Do you almost want to sit back, or are there some things you and Tom Wood and Coach Rob have said, we need to address this in the offseason?
Well, I think our main focus will be Brian Morris, getting him ready to go, and individually getting our players, our 12 returning players, plus Efren Del Rio, who took a year off due to an injury. We have another player, Jose Perez, who's a red shirt for us. So we're taking there's about 15 kids we just mentioned.
You even going to recruit anyone this offseason?
We're recruiting. We're always recruiting.
Okay.
We might have a couple of kids that join our program that we'll look forward to. But at this point, we are very excited about retaining the student athletes we have.
How tough is that? I remember when Fred and Austin and Mark were freshmen. You knew those guys were stars, but there's still other guys like Ryan Wilbur and Dustin Katz and Trey Shannon, and there were so many good young players like this team. I remember saying to Coach Wood, are you going to be able to keep them all? Because I imagine they all think they're stars. They want to be somewhere. Do you have to do some in-house recruiting, or are you going to have to convince any of these kids that they need to stay here and not go to maybe a lesser program where they can be the star?
Yeah, I think more than recruiting this year, it was retainment were our focus, and I thought Coach Wood did a great job this year in getting everybody in every game. I think we were averaging 12 or 13 kids playing quality playing time every game this year, and that's going to be your number one ingredient in retaining student athletes. So that was done. That's in place. Actually, I'm going to go on record. I think it was the most enjoyable group of kids I've coached and been a part of here at Humboldt. I was going to save that for the awards banquet, but that is the truth. That is how I feel about it. They got along extremely well.
Is this the best coaching job by you, Coach Rob, and Tom Wood since you've been here?
Best coaching job. That's tough to say. I thought we did a really nice job with this crew. The potential is long. I mean, we can get much better than we are now.
Now I got to ask you, Hawaiian shirts. I'm sure you rocked one, and Coach Rob. Did Tom Wood wear a Hawaiian shirt during the game?
He did. It was a blue outfit is what it was.
Really?
Yes, it was.
A blue outfit. Now, usually I heard he got a tee during the game. He takes off the jacket and usually throws it on the bench. So did he have to take off like one of his flip-flops and throw it, or was he a little, did he have to work a little harder to get that tee?
It was something about some sand in the face.
Now, what about Woody? Did he hit the beach? Did you take him out for a little
Woody was
body
there
surfing?
with his ghost white legs and those yellow flip-flops of his. It was a sight. It's too bad you don't have that on tape there, Jim.
Yeah, it's really too bad. Television, well, I guess we'll use it for the imagination. It's quite different. Dan Connor and I were coming back from Seattle. We ended up on the same flight with you guys as we kind of met up from L.A. Dan and I bundled up. These guys, board shorts, flip-flops. Coach K, thanks for joining us.
JB, thank you.
All right, the legendary Frank Cheek on Humboldt State tonight, next.
Ignite your senses with the warmth of a wood, gas, or pellet stove from Schaefer's Ace Hardware. In Schaefer's Stove Department, select the style of stove that fits your lifestyle before the weather gets cold. Vermont Casting Stoves. They're not only beautiful, but an efficient heating solution for your home. Let Schaefer's Ace Hardware give you a demonstration and show you the full line of wood-burning and gas stoves by Vermont Castings. On sale now at Schaefer's Ace Hardware in Friendly Henderson Center, Eureka.
Miller Farms is a full-service nursery that's brimming with color. You'll find everything from beautiful plants to gardening supplies and landscaping equipment. Miller Farms staff is incredibly knowledgeable and always available to help even the most novice of gardeners. Their giftware section is full of wonderful and whimsical cards, garden ornaments, and so much more. From fountains to plants and trees to gardening supplies and specialty workshops, you'll find it all in one special place at Miller Farms on Central Avenue in McKinleyville.